Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome live and direct from the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex. This is another edition of Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, get down there in the corner and smash that like and subscribe button wherever you may find it down there. Thank you very much. Tell your friends the next subscriber to my podcast will be rewarded. That's a term I like to use now. So anyway, put the word up, if you would please. Thank you very much. Well, we've got a lot to try to cram in. I've been out doing a little snow shoveling, and I don't know why. We've got more coming in. Almost like I'm feel like I'm losing fighting a losing battle here, but it's that time of the year. And by the way, if you're shoveling snow, pace yourself. Be careful. Okay, I want you to come back and be able to watch this podcast with me. So please be careful shoveling snow. Okay, all right. Baseball quickly. The annual winter meetings in Orlando got underway last night or this morning, if you will. I just checked before I got on here. Nothing major coming out of Orlando yet. I told you last week I didn't think there would be. Evan Petzold, the Tiger beat writer for the Free Press, has reported that the Tigers' interest right now in Alex Bregman is lukewarm. What he means by that. Anyway, nothing to report yet. And as I said last week, I'll be very surprised if there is something major in the next 4 days down there. We shall see. But again, that's merely a conjecture on my part. Another conjecture will be I don't think the Lions are going to make the playoffs, but we'll get into that in a few minutes. Okay, bear with me here. I got so much to try to get out of the way. Where do I start? College basketball. Michigan State lost to a very good Duke team on Saturday, 66-60. On the defensive end of the court, they did not have an answer for the Boozer boys. Either one of them. They kind of had their way with the Spartans, and they were the difference in that game. Duke is a very good team. I've got the latest Associated Press top 25 rankings just came out a little bit ago. I've got that. I'll give it to you in a second. Spartans' next game is Saturday at noon at Penn State. Michigan scored more than 100 points against Rutgers on Saturday. They're ranked number 2 in the nation now, according to this Associated Press poll. They next play tomorrow night at the Chrysler when they host Villanova. Quickly, I'll just give you the top 10. I don't have time to go through the whole thing. Up to the minute, Associated Press men's college basketball rankings. Arizona's number 1. The Wildcats got 33 first place votes. Michigan Wolverines are now ranked second in the nation. They got 19 first place votes. Third is Duke. They moved up a few spots after beating Michigan State. They got 7 first place votes. One more first place vote went to Iowa State. They're ranked 4th after blowing out Purdue on Saturday. UConn is 5th. Purdue, after getting thumped, dropped down to 6th. So they went from 1 to 6. Houston Cougars are 7th. Georgia is 8th. Michigan State dropped down to 9 with that loss. BYU was 10th. Like I said, I don't have time to go through the whole top 25. Okay. College football. Well, before we do that, let's get the commercials out of the way here first. Okay. I am so happy, as you know, and delighted and excited to be able to welcome the Finish Line Family Restaurant to our family sponsors. You don't survive around here for more than 4 decades, 40 years without being pretty darn good. Okay, I can't imagine where we'd be without the Finish Line Restaurant. Now under new ownership, new hours, new expanded hours. Monday and Thursday and Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. They've got the new menu items, Carl's Cajun chicken wrap, new special BLT, kicked up on steroids, if you would. They got something called a Darcy burger, great quality meat, Daily specials coming soon. Homemade spinach and artichoke dip, grilled cheeseburger with brisket blended burger mix. It's all good. Believe me, I've tried it all already. It's all good stuff, folks. Uh, Award-winning breakfast served all day. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. Finish Line Restaurant in Hillsdale on Carlton Road. Everybody knows where that is. The number one sit-down restaurant in our area. Nothing is even close. I'll guarantee you that. And like I said, it's got everything you want in a family restaurant. And keep one thing in mind too: when you dine at the Finish Line, you'll always finish first. I guarantee you that. And I'll see you there. Okay, thank you. We're also, let me take a sip of water here. Hang on. We're also brought to you in part by Frank Beck Chevrolet on M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville. Folks, you know right now, Chevy's Red Tag Sales event is going on right now at Frank Beck Chevrolet. You get 0% financing. On 2026 Equinox, Trailblazer, and 2026 light-duty Silverado pickup trucks. Plus, you don't make your first down payment for 90 days. You want more? We'll give you more. How about bonus cash? Bex has up to $3,000 available to qualified buyers on 2026 Silverado light-duty. As always, see the dealer for complete details. The offer is good through January 2nd. And Merry Christmas from everyone, all the staff at Frank Beck Chevrolet and M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville, and on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. As always, come and experience the Frank Beck Chevrolet difference. Chevrolet together, let's drive. Chevy Drive, Southern Michigan. And of course, Frank Beck Chevrolet is the number one selling Chevrolet dealer in our immediate tri-state area. We're also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance in downtown Jonesville on the corner of M99 and US 12, 517-849-1000. That's BarrettINS.com. Barron Insurance, protecting your dreams. As I said, on M99 at US 12 in downtown Jonesville. 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. That's BarrettINS.com. All right. College football rankings, not rankings, but brackets. The playoff schedule, I've got it for you right here. Let's get one thing out of the way here first. Was Notre Dame duped? Were the Irish duped by the committee into thinking that they were going to get in, and then at the last minute have the rug pulled out from under them? I don't think so. Miami's in there. Miami beat them head to head. Okay. As someone said, no, if you're Notre Dame, get in the conference. Okay, you get in the conference. Look, they got this lucrative contract TV deal with the National Broadcasting Company, or NBC, if you will. They have exclusive rights to all Notre Dame home games, and they're paying lots and lots of money for it. It runs through 2029. Okay, and I don't know. I'm not sure if Notre Dame were to get into the Big Ten right now or the SEC. They would more than likely void the contract, or maybe they'd get sued by NBC. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Okay, all I'm saying is I don't expect them to do anything until the end of this contract. Okay, and what Notre Dame has said, though, now that they've been snubbed by the committee, they're not participating in a bowl game this year. Sorry, Irish fans. No bowl game for Notre Dame this year, and that's their choosing. I will mention here that Michigan will play Texas in the Citrus Bowl. What is it, New Year's Day, I think? New Year's Eve? New Year's Day? I don't know. I'll have the exact date for you later on. But sorry, Irish fans, it's just the way it went. Anyway, quickly, here are the upcoming playoff schedule. Keep in mind, Indiana and Ohio State and Texas Tech and Georgia all have first-round byes. Friday, December the 19th at 8 o'clock on ABC and ESPN, number 9, Alabama at number 8, Oklahoma. The following day, Saturday, December 20th at noon on ABC, number 10, Miami at number 7, Texas A&M. At 3:30 on TNT, Tulane Looks like number 11, Tulane. At number 6, Ole Miss. It is 11. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't read my own writing here, folks. Number 10, Tulane on Saturday at 3:30 on TNT. Number 10, Tulane. At number 6, Ole Miss. They have a lot of football being played on TV here, upcoming. Also, Saturday, the triple header at 7:30 on TNT. Number 12, James Madison will be at number 5, Oregon. Okay? And again, like I said, keep in mind that Indiana, Ohio State, Texas Tech, and Georgia all have first-round byes. Look at poor Ron Dave. That guy, the last 2 years, has lost 2 games by identical scores of 13-10. Michigan beat him 13-10 last year. Why? Because his kicker missed 2 easy field goals. Saturday night, game should have gone to overtime, but his kicker missed a chip shot field goal. Okay, that's not Ron Day's fault. Ryan Day, I'm sorry. I said Ron, I meant Ryan, but you know what I mean. That's not Ryan Day's fault. I still think the guy's a good coach. I still think Ohio State's the best team in the country. And I still think they're going to win the whole thing. Again, keep in mind they lost to Michigan last year, but that didn't prevent them from going on to win the championship. They lost to Indiana on Saturday night, but that will not prevent them from going on to win another NCAA championship. I'll be shocked if they don't. Having said that, I think if you asked me to pick an underdog in this whole thing, for me, it would probably be Texas Tech. Okay. And that's underdog, but I still think Ohio State wins the whole thing. I really do. Okay, we got it here. We'll take another commercial break, and then I will quickly give you a look at the playoff picture, the way things stand right now in the NFL. As you know, we wouldn't be doing this without the assistance and the patience and the knowledge of Tim Lilly and his Lendley and his great staff at Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale. Excuse me. This is the only place to go in our area for technical assistance or tech services. There's no other place to go. This is it. Anything at all. Issues, computers new or used, flat screen TV mounting, programming setup, perhaps you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers or new or used, anything at all. Get in there and see Tim or one of his staff, and they're more than capable of resolving any issues you have. This is the only place to go for tech services in our area. Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Waldo Street, directly across the street from Pat Jack's Automotive, about 100 yards west of Howell Street. 37 Waldo Street, 517-610-5372. Or like I said, get in there to 37 Waldo Street and see them. And when you do, tell them Rick and Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Lions, in spite of their 44-30 win over the Dallas Cowboys last Thursday night, again, I preface this by saying it's merely a conjecture on my part. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Again, that's me saying it. Doesn't mean it won't happen. Steve, I agree with what Steve Mariucci said yesterday morning on the NFL Network. They dug themselves too deep of a hole to get out of. Now, I suppose the one good thing is that they've got their fate in their own hands. In other words, if they went out, they beat the Rams and they beat the Steelers and they beat the Vikings and they beat the Bears, they're in. They're in. But here's the problem. They talk about the Lions haven't lost back-to-back games in more than 3 years. At the other end of that, they haven't won consecutive games now for 2.5 months. It's been win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. They're going to suddenly get on a hot streak here and finish winning their last 5 games? I don't think so. They're 5.5-point underdogs to the Rams on Sunday. And by the way, with 4 games left, the next 3 are going to be at 4:30. We don't have a time yet on the January 4th game in Chicago. Okay? It depends on what shakes down between now and then. If those 2 teams are playing for something that could get flexed to Sunday night, but it's way too early for that yet. Well, we don't know. Right now, there is no current time assigned to that game. It's a bumpy road, as I've said in the headlines. Now, the magic number, the Lions right now are 8-5 with 4 games left. The magic number, folks, is 11. in the modern day Super Bowl era, in the current playoff format, the way it is right now, 11 win teams have always made the playoffs. That doesn't assure that 11 wins this year will get in, but if that happens, that will be the first time that's ever happened. Okay, so you might say the magic number is 11. It's hard, as far as the line, what Dan Campbell said today. Chris Mahogany is back practicing. I don't know how soon they'll get him back. Last couple of games of the season, maybe. Kirby Joseph is back practicing, hobbling around. Brian Branch, as you know, is done for the season with an Achilles, not just this year, but probably next year. I've never seen a team so snake bitten with injuries like this one is. Boy, and it's hard to imagine. Patchwork secondary, trying to fend off Matt Stafford and his receivers like Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. Rams are favored by 5.5, but that could very well be a double-digit win for the Rams. I just don't have a very good. Well, I didn't have a very good feeling about the Cowboys either. So if I say something, that doesn't mean I'm some kind of a sooth or I have a crystal ball. That's merely a conjecture on my part. I've been wrong before, and I'll be right up. I've been wrong before, and I'll certainly be wrong again. But looking at this, hey, I'm a Lion fan, but I'm just looking at this realistically. I don't think they're making the playoffs. They're going to dread the day that if they had only won their division playoff games at home. Minnesota, Green Bay, they had already lost Sam Laporta. If they hadn't lost Amon-Ra St. Brown in the early stages of the game on Thanksgiving Day, maybe they would have beaten the Packers. Okay? Instead of being 8-5 right now, they'd be 9-4 and tied with the Bears. Bears losing yesterday went from top to bottom in the playoff standings. Going into the game yesterday, they were number 1. Now they're 7. They went from one end to the other. Bears are playing. They're playing the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. How's that? Browns lost at home yesterday to the Tennessee Titans. If Kevin Stefanski is back as head coach next year, I'll be shocked. And given what the Titans did to what was supposed to be a good defense yesterday, that's why Jim Schwartz, the Browns defensive coordinator, will never get another head coaching job anywhere in the NFL. Are you happy, Myles Garrett? You might set the single season sack record this year in the NFL, but your team sucks, man. Are you happy? You get paid, but you're losing. Are you happy? Okay. All right. I think I've pretty much tried. I think I've got you caught up on everything. Is there anything I missed here? I think I touched all the bases. Yeah, okay. We got everything in. Okay, that's it. Wednesday. I'll talk to you all again on Wednesday. Don't forget, every Saturday morning here locally at WCSR 92.1 FM, the Timeout Show with Andy and Jed. So, like I said, until Wednesday, remember, folks, please treat each other with respect. I can't thank you enough for watching and listening. Tell your friends, and each subscriber will be rewarded handsomely. So until Wednesday, take care, everybody. Like I said, be careful shoveling snow. I think we've got a lot more coming in this week. Pace yourselves. We want you back watching the show. So until Wednesday, I'll simply say good night to all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Take care.